Hey, Brian from Snake Bites here. I spend a whole lot of time talking about snakes, but today I'm going to cover a different type of reptile. You're watching Snake Bites. Everyone knows that I'm into snakes, but the truth is I'm just an animal lover. So I'm going to take this week and highlight a reptile that's making a huge impact in the pet trade. And that would of course be the bearded dragon. Believe it or not, there are countries where the bearded dragon is the third most commonly kept household pet, right behind dogs and cats. Now that's pretty impressive. And the truth is, it's just because of their awesome attitude and their ease of care. Now, bearded dragons are from Australia, and they're of the genus Pagona. There's several species in that genus, but the most commonly kept one is Pagona viticeps, and that's what we're going to be talking about. Let's start with setup and husbandry. It's going to be really important for lighting no matter how you keep them. We keep them in racking systems just like this. You may keep them in an aquarium or some sort of terrarium, which is completely fine, but you're still going to need lighting. And bearded dragons really do need some sort of UV light to help with the metabolizing of the vitamins. They also need a basking light, just like this one right here, this dome light, that's going to stay about 105 to 115 degrees in the cage. Again, we keep about 4 to 6 bearded dragons as we're raising up, and when it comes to bedding, we actually prefer to have no bedding at all. That way we can keep the bottom of the cage really clean, because bearded dragons that get fed a lot poop a whole lot. You can use things like newspaper, and some people even use sand, the calcicam in the bottom. I'm not sure how it works. Some people don't like it, some people do, but it's also very important to have some sort of a rock type enclosure right below that basking light, because what they're going to do is in the morning they're going to jump on this rock, they're going to hang out and soak up that heat, but also the rock is going to soak up the heat of that basking light, and in the afternoon when the lights go out, the bearded dragons can still get on there and absorb that heat for their nighttime.
If Brian ever decided to keep a hot snake, what would it be? A. King cobra, B. eyelash viper, C. gaboon viper. Answer below.
Now, you may have noticed that we don't keep water dishes in our cages, and there's two reasons for that. Number one, they really come from desert areas that are very arid, and secondly, when you put a water dish in, sometimes the crickets get in there, die, and it gets really nasty. Now, you certainly can keep a water dish in, no problem at all. You're just going to have to clean it out an awful lot. What we do is we take a sprayer just like this, and we spray the bearded dragons a couple times a day. Now, I'll be honest with you, it seems like they actually enjoy it. They'll lick the water off as I'm spraying them, and they'll also drink off of the ground to stay hydrated. But that's not the only hydration they're going to have. They're also going to get a lot of hydration from vegetables and crickets. So let's go ahead and talk about that nutrition. Bearded dragons are omnivores, which basically just means they eat both vegetables and meat, in this case bugs. Now when you have a baby bearded dragon like this, probably 70 to 80% of its diet are going to be bugs. As they get older, about 70 to 80% of their diet becomes vegetables, which means we're taking a trip to the vegetable market. Let me show you what I've got. I've got some nice mustard greens. Again, these are really high in calcium and tons of vitamins. I've got some bok choy, some Swiss. I've got broccoli heads. For some reason, my bearded dragons just love broccoli. And again, it's a great source for calcium. Of course, carrots, which are full of all kinds of stuff. And I've also got some Swiss. So anyways, I'm going to take this, and a lot of people just rip it up into little pieces and place it in the cage. And I think that that's fine, and it can certainly work. You know, you certainly have to grate up carrots, but to be honest with you, what the success that I've had, especially with baby beardeds, is to process all of my food into small grated vegetables. They seem to really enjoy it. It's really easy to eat, and it also gives me an opportunity to really mix in a bunch of vitamins. So I'm going to show you how I do this. What we do here is we'll mix up enough vegetables for about 3 or 4 days. That way it's still fresh, but we don't have to do it every day. Also, when you're mixing it like this, it gives you an opportunity to put some really good vitamins and minerals inside the salad itself. I use this Vionate product, which is really good for a multivitamin, and it's 3 parts Vionate to 1 part calcium powder. and I just mix it up right about there. I put it into a container like this, and I just shake the heck out of it so I can get it mixed up really good. And I'm making a mess at the same time. Once it's all mixed up, I'll literally just mix this into the salad just like this. And then I mix it all together. That way we can get it all throughout the entire vegetable mashup here. I always give it a second and sometimes even third layer. I want there to be vitamins throughout this entire vegetable mix. We always want to keep fresh vegetables in with our bearded dragons, so we put enough fresh veggies in there to last throughout the day and through the night. It does a couple things. One, it gives them an opportunity to feed and graze when I'm not around and I'm not feeding them. The other thing it does is it actually allows the crickets that are left in there to eat on the salad rather than eating on the bearded dragons and stressing them out, which you don't want to do. Now, most lizards that eat bugs will eat mealworms, but I would stay away from that with bearded dragons. They have a really difficult time digesting that exoskeleton of a mealworm. So I would just stick with crickets. But let's talk about that for a second. A healthy cricket is going to make your bearded dragon that much more healthy. So we take the same vegetables that we use for bearded dragons and we gut load our crickets. We basically just put it in there. They're going to eat the vegetables that are just rich in vitamins and calcium. Also, that additional vitamin calcium supplement we added, they're going to eat that, and that's just going to make the cricket that much more nutritious for your bearded dragon. Now, feeding them the proper size is super important. If you feed too big of a cricket to a bearded dragon, they're going to get impacted, and even small bearded dragons can be paralyzed from pressure on the spine. The general rule of thumb is to take the cricket that's about the size of their head between their two eyes. If you're feeding them that size, it's perfect. Probably the last thing that really makes people interested in bearded dragons, beyond their behavior and their ease of care, is just how beautiful they are. And there's starting to be a bunch of really cool paint jobs. There's certainly not a ball python or a corn snake yet, but there's a lot of variety out there. Take, for instance, this hypo-trans Italian leatherback. Look at how beautiful she is. She's just a gorgeous animal. Or one of these leatherbacks here, that's just a pastel citrus. Now, it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous animal. And again, what the leatherback basically means is a lack of scalation on their back. You can see with a normal bearded dragon, they're really scaly. The leatherback's a codominant mutation that's basically just lacking those scales. Now, when you breed leatherback to leatherback, you actually get what's called a silky, which has no scales whatsoever. They're really adorable, adorable little animals, and they're super cool. Now, they do need a little bit of extra care because they have some problems shedding, but they're still really cool. So, hey, basically, to wrap this up, if you're looking for a really cool reptile and you don't want a snake, a bearded dragon is a great option. I know you're gonna love them. All right, I'll check on that and I'll get back to you, okay? All right, thanks, bye. Guys, I'm glad you're here. I wanted to talk to you about something. Have you guys heard of Movembeard?
No. What's that?
It's basically a men's cancer awareness thing where you grow your beard for the entire month of November. It's something that's kind of important to me, so from now on it's mandatory that you guys gotta grow beards.
I already have a beard.
No, you guys have these little cute little beards. I'm talking about ZZ Top, Duck Dynasty.
Hurry, we got it.
All right, well listen, the whole month of November, no more shaving, okay?
All right.
Seriously, this is important to me.
Hey.
Oh my god, dude, these beards are terrible.
I hate them. I don't know what Brian was thinking. And you got in yours.
You have stuff in... That's literally snake George. You have snake in your beard. Hey, Chewy, what do you think of these?
I love them. I carry in them. I named mine.
You named it.
Harry.
Harry?
Harry Balls on you.
What is that? Is that you that smells that bad?
Yeah, Hen Dog told me not to take a shower because it's for charity.
What is... That has nothing to do with it. We're just supposed to not
I'm
shave,
giving.
Chewy.
Let me
Oh my
give.
god, dude.
You
You stink.
stinky ass out of here.
What a weirdo, man.
Okay, guys. Here you go. Oh, wait, you forgot some salad.
Oh my god. Oh. God. Dude, I can't handle these beards. It's too hot. They're in the way. This is freaking ridiculous.
This beards are crazy, dude. I know what you mean.
What the are you guys doing?
What is wrong with you? You need to shower and shave. This is ridiculous.
I love the beard.
Oh
Haters hate the beard.
Dude, these beards are so stupid.
I know why we still have them.
There's just no practical use for it. I mean, I think you get some food, your beard.
Oh, it's nasty.
Oh my
Hey, boy.
God.
Don't sit by us, dude. This is disgusting. You need to shower.
And
I'm not
shave.
showering. I'm not
Dude,
shaving.
we're done. Get up.
Oh, hey, bud. Can I borrow that? Thanks. Get your hands off me!
George, get the scissors. Get the scissors. Yep. Yep. Do this. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Man, dude, it feels so much better to have a short beard.
Yeah. The Vin beard.
Welcome back.
It's good to be back. It was the power of the beard took over.
It smells a lot better.
True.
Yeah.
Hey guys. Okay guys, we are just getting into the beginning of November. Lori has a Christmas tree on her desk and our receptionist Steph is playing Christmas music. I saw Christmas decorations in the beginning of October. It's getting insane. I think it's all fine and dandy to be in the holiday spirit, but let's keep it in December. I don't know. Do you guys agree with me or am I the crazy one? Leave a comment below and let us know.
So there it is. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Bearded dragons certainly are amazing animals, and hopefully it'll be a big part of our success here at BHB. If you guys want to follow all of my animal adventures, make sure to hit me up on Facebook and Twitter at SnakeBytesTv. Until next week, you've been watching Snake Bites.
Brian ever decided to keep a hot snake, what would it be? If you answered C, Gaboon Viper, you were right.
I have no idea what I'm going to do when these things get 5 or 6 foot long and have an attitude like this. We've been trying to tame them out, but to no avail whatsoever. But they're just so amazing. I mean, the jet black eyes, and they're just such beautiful animals. It's really a shame that I can't take them out and play with them like I did when they were babies, but again, it'll all be worth it if we get a chance to breed them.